Hi folks, and welcome to Impactful Life. My name is Rob, and this channel is all about helping you make an impact so you can lead a full life. Each week, I discuss a book that has made a positive impact on me. If you enjoy self-improvement books like I do, and you want some tips on how to live a full life, go ahead and hit that little red subscribe button now. Hey, thanks for checking us out. I hope you enjoyed this week's book review. Now sit back, because we're going to get started right after this. Welcome back. Now let's make an impact. This week's book review deals with the notion that every interaction that we have with another person has the potential to energize us or drain us. The book is titled How Full Is Your Bucket? And it's written by Tom Rath and Donald Clifton. Now Dr. Clifton, no relation to me by the way, has been called the grandfather of positive psychology, which became very popular back in the 90s. Up until that point, most research in the field of psychology focused on what was wrong with people or what caused dysfunctional behavior. Positive psychology, on the other hand, focuses on what's right with people. Now, the co-author of this book, Tom Rath, is actually Dr. Clifton's grandson, and this book is the culmination of the two of them working together during the final few months of Dr. Clifton's life. The purpose of the book is to bring together what he had learned in over 50 years of research and then present it in a way that would be, beneficial to people in a positive way. The book is based on a single but powerful metaphor of a bucket and a dipper. The theory suggests that each of us has an invisible bucket that represents our mental state, productivity, or motivation, basically our energy level. Now, when our bucket's full, we feel incredible. But when our bucket's empty, we feel terrible. Now, according to the theory, everyone also has an invisible dipper, which allows us to fill or take from each other's buckets. So our bucket is constantly being filled and emptied based on the interactions that we have with other people. Our dippers can be used for building people up, by filling their bucket with words and actions that are designed to produce positive feelings, or we can take from their bucket by saying and doing things that are negative. The interesting thing about this concept is that when we fill other people's buckets, we fill our own bucket as well. We feel better because we made them feel better. Of course, the opposite's true as well. You can't take from somebody else's bucket without diminishing yourself in the process. Now, I enjoyed this book because I love short books that are filled with a simple yet profound lesson that, somehow changes the way that I look at the world. Now, you can read this book in one sitting, and yet it has the potential to make you really pay attention and reassess every interaction that you experience. Now, my two biggest takeaways are, first, we live in an increasingly negative world, so I'm all for attempting to bring some positivity back into our lives. If you follow any of our social media accounts, you know that I constantly share positive and uplifting messages. And this book is all about increasing the positive and decreasing the negative. It was originally published in 2004, but we need ideas like this now more than ever. Oftentimes we look at the world around us and we think, what can I do to make the world a better place? Well, you can start by reading this book and then take a good hard look at how you interact with the other people on this planet. When you leave someone else's presence, do they feel better or worse? Now, my second takeaway is the startling statistics that are provided in this book regarding the power of praise and recognition. The one that stood out to me is that 65% of American workers reported receiving no recognition in the past year. 65%! That's 2 out of 3. No wonder so many employees are disengaged at work. If nobody cares about the job you're doing, why should you care? Now, I fully realize how overly simplistic and idealistic this concept is to many of you. In this cynical world that we live in, it's easy to dismiss notions that seem too good to be true. But just because something seems too obvious or simple doesn't mean it isn't true or useful. Now, I want to encourage you to at least spend some time this week watching other people interact. It doesn't take too much effort to spot the bucket fillers. They're the people everybody enjoys being around. They make people laugh or feel better about themselves. Of course, it's also pretty easy to identify the bucket dippers. Drama and negativity follow these people around like a dark cloud. They need to read this book more than you do, but they probably never will. And that's okay. But it doesn't mean that you should just give in to their negativity and let it empty your bucket. Limit your interactions with these types of people as much as you can and seek out the bucket fillers instead. If you want more positivity in your life, you need to experience more positive interactions. And be intentional about it. Look for positive, uplifting people to be around. Listen to uplifting music. Watch uplifting TV shows or movies. Read uplifting books. Watch more of my YouTube videos. Whatever it takes to fill your bucket. Just because there is so much negativity around you doesn't mean that you have to participate in it or contribute to it. So how are you going to fill your bucket? Can you make it a point this week to pay attention to the interactions that you have with other people and make it your intention to fill more than you dip? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. So that's it for this week's book review. Don't forget to click that little red subscribe button, and please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And feel free to make an impact on somebody else by sharing the video, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Finally, go check out our website where you can read our blog and sign up for our free monthly newsletter. All of those links will be in the description below. Hey, thanks again for watching, folks. Now go make an impact.